Every morning, without realizing it, most people make a series of small decisions that quietly and systematically undermine how attractive they look and feel for the entire day. Not one dramatic mistake, not one obvious error. A sequence of habitual choices that compound into a version of themselves that is noticeably less vital, less defined, and less magnetic than the version that was entirely possible. And the most frustrating part is that none of it is inevitable. Every single one of these mistakes has a direct, biological fix that costs almost nothing and takes less time than the harmful habit it replaces. But you cannot fix what you have not identified. So here is exactly what most people are doing wrong every morning, and precisely what to do instead. The first mistake happens before you even get out of bed, and it is so normalized that most people have never once considered it a mistake at all. You are sleeping flat, completely horizontal, with your head at the same level as the rest of your body for 7 or 8 hours every night. And during those hours, your lymphatic system, the network responsible for draining fluid from your tissues, slows to near inactivity. Lymph has no pump. It moves through muscle contractions and gravity alone. So when you are flat and still all night, fluid accumulates in your face. It pools under your eyes, around your jawline, across your cheeks. And by morning, that stagnant fluid is sitting directly over your bone structure, blurring everything underneath it. Your cheekbones flatten, your jaw softens, your under eyes puff forward. That is not how you actually look. That is biology working against you, because nobody told you to change the angle. The fix is immediate. Elevate the head of your bed by placing books or risers under the frame legs. Even a 20-degree incline is enough to let gravity assist your lymphatic drainage through the night instead of opposing it. Do this tonight, and by tomorrow morning, your face will already be measurably more defined when you wake up. The second mistake follows immediately from the first. Most people wake up and within seconds reach for their phone, before water, before light, before a single breath of intention. And in doing so, they trigger a cortisol spike in a nervous system that has not yet had a moment to stabilize. Your brain upon waking is in its most neurologically vulnerable state. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought and emotional regulation, is not yet fully online. And the stimulation of social media, notifications, and news in that unguarded window does not just feel stressful. It biochemically sets your stress baseline for the entire day. Cortisol that is elevated in the first hour of waking suppresses your immune response, increases facial inflammation, accelerates collagen breakdown, and impairs the lymphatic clearance you were just starting to benefit from with your elevated sleep position. The result is visible on your face by mid-morning. A subtle dullness, a slight puffiness that should have drained but did not. A tension around the eyes and jaw that reads as fatigue even when you slept a full 8 hours. Move your phone to another room before you sleep. The distance is not inconvenient, it is protective. And the morning you reclaim in exchange is worth more than anything your phone was going to show you. The third mistake is one that almost nobody connects to appearance, and yet the science behind it is unambiguous. Most people do not drink water before they consume anything else in the morning. They reach for coffee first, sometimes before they have even left the bedroom. And while coffee is not the enemy, consuming it before rehydrating your body creates a specific problem. After 8 hours without fluid intake, your brain is operating in a state of mild dehydration. Your blood is slightly more viscous, your skin is less plump. Your lymphatic system, which requires adequate hydration to function, is sluggish. And coffee, which is a mild diuretic, extends that dehydration rather than reversing it. The impact on your face is direct and measurable. Dehydrated skin loses its plumpness and dimensional quality. Fine lines become more visible. The under eye area, which is the thinnest skin on your face, looks more sunken and shadowed. One full glass of water before coffee does not sound like a beauty tip, but its effect on how your face looks by mid-morning is more significant than most serums. Drink it at room temperature, not ice cold, so your digestive system does not have to expend energy warming it. And if you want to accelerate the effect, add a small pinch of sea salt, not for the taste, but for the trace minerals that help your cells actually absorb and retain the water rather than passing it through. The fourth mistake is about your face specifically, and the 2 minutes of your morning that could be doing more for your appearance than your entire skincare routine combined, but almost certainly are not. After washing your face, most people apply their products and move on. What they are not doing is activating the circulation that makes those products actually work. Skincare applied to skin with poor circulation sits on the surface. It does not penetrate efficiently because there is no blood flow drawing it in. The fix is 30 seconds of rapid fingertip tapping across your entire face immediately after cleansing. Forehead, cheeks, jawline, under eyes, neck. Quick, light, rhythmic tapping that wakes up your microcirculation and draws fresh blood to the surface. Then pair this with 2 minutes of lymphatic massage using your knuckles, the same drainage technique that your elevated sleep position was facilitating overnight. From the chin upward and outward toward the ears. From the forehead outward toward the temples, down the sides of the neck. These 2 steps, done consistently every single morning, produce the kind of facial definition and skin luminosity that people attribute to genetics or expensive treatments. They are neither. They are 2 minutes of understanding how your biology actually works. The 5th mistake is the one that ties everything together and operates at a level that most beauty content never reaches. It is the internal state you carry into your morning. The story you are running about yourself before the day has given you any evidence either way. Most people begin their mornings in a state of subtle deficit, already behind, already aware of what they have not done, what they need to do, what they are not yet. And that state of deficit shows up on the face with remarkable precision, a slight tension in the jaw, a furrow at the brow, a quality in the eyes that reads as guarded rather than open. These are not dramatic expressions. They are micro-tensions that accumulate across the face and create a baseline expression that reads to everyone who looks at you as tired, stressed, or closed. The correction is not to force positivity onto that state. It is to interrupt it with something true. Every morning, before you leave the mirror, identify one specific thing about yourself, your face, your energy, your effort, anything real, and acknowledge it directly, not as an affirmation, as a fact. This is not about mood. It is about resetting the micro-tension in your face that deficit thinking creates. A face that is at ease is a face that is attractive, and ease cannot be applied from the outside. It has to begin from within, in the first quiet moments of the morning, before the world has had its say. Here is the complete picture of what a corrected morning looks like. You sleep with your head elevated so that gravity assists your lymphatic drainage rather than opposing it. You wake without reaching for your phone, giving your nervous system the stabilization window it needs before stimulation arrives. You drink a full glass of water before anything else, rehydrating the systems that govern your skin's plumpness and clarity. You tap and massage your face to activate circulation and complete the drainage your sleep position began. And you meet your own reflection with acknowledgement rather than deficit. 5 corrections, none of them expensive, none of them time-consuming, all of them biological. All of them directly connected to how your face looks, how your energy holds, and how you read to every person you encounter from that morning forward. The attractiveness you are looking for is not waiting at the end of a product purchase or a longer sleep. It is waiting at the beginning of a morning that is finally spent correctly.